Hello and welcome to Tabletop for One. Today I will be reviewing Rolling Realms by Jamey Stegmaier and Stonemaier Games. Now, Rolling Realms was designed and developed during the pandemic, and Jamey wanted to design a game that he could play with anybody anywhere online via a video stream. And so he designed and published this game and put it out there. And he put it out at a very low price of $20. MSRP. You can actually find it on sale for probably, I don't know, $15, $12. But it was able to bring people together and play together during the devastating pandemic. Now I'm doing a solo review of the game and we'll get right to it. So let's start by talking about number one, the theme. Now, the theme in Rolling Realms, it's not a typical theme because the actual theme is roll and writes. How do I explain that? Well, in the game, there are 11 different realms, and the realms represent various Stonemaier games. So you have Tapestry and Scythe and Charterstone and Euphoria and Between Two Castles, and there's several other games, Viticulture and so on. And so each of those realms are a little mini roll and write game, and you play with 3 of them in front of you, and so the theme really comes through as it's a roll and write version of his games. Now, of course, it's really abstracted as most roll and writes are, but for this game, it really works, and it provides a really interesting way of taking the roll and write genre and making a theme out of it. And so let's go on to number 2, the production quality. And so the production quality is exactly what you would expect out of a Stonemaier game. The box is a nice sturdy box with a good finish, and the cards that come in it are they're almost a tarot-sized card that have the dry erase finish on them, because you're going to be drawing on every single one of those cards. And you get these 2 huge chunky dice that come in there to roll, and the rule books are linen finish. You get 6 dry erase markers, some nice microfiber cloths to wipe the boards. All in all, just a great production. But of course, as a solo experience, the vast majority of the cards you're not going to use. So it comes with 78 cards, and that's 16. Is it 16? It's 13. Sorry, 13 per player, and there's 6 possible players. Well, of course, in solo mode, you're just playing you. So all you need is just the one set of cards. So you have a lot of extra components for the solo player. But I mean, we understood his original choice was to bring people together and provide an experience across the globe. So I don't fault him there. But there's just a lot in the box that you're not going to use as a solo player. However, I do play this multiplayer sometimes, so it works. But nevertheless, I'm very happy with the production quality. Once again, it's exactly what you'd expect from a Stonemaier game. And so, yeah, it's really good. So let's go on to the gameplay. So the way the gameplay works in the normal game of Rolling Realms, which you can play as a solo player, it'd be a beat your own score solo mode. And we'll go into the campaign solo mode in just a moment. But the way the game plays out is you choose 3 cards, or randomly draw 3 cards from the Realms deck, and then you're going to play 9 rounds in trying to complete different goals on each card in order to earn stars, and stars are your points. You can earn a maximum of 6 stars per card, so the total possibility is 18 stars total in a 3-card series. But it's not likely you're going to get 18 points. I don't know that I ever have. I think maybe once I've gotten all of them. But anyways, what happens is you roll the 2 dice, and you use one of the numbers on one card and one of the numbers on another card. And then the 3rd card doesn't get used the majority of the time. you're able to gain some resources by completing certain things on the cards. And some of those resources do give you the opportunity to create a third imaginary die that you can use on another card. Or sometimes you're able to use one of the dice again on the same card. But either way, you're having to choose between these cards which ones to play and how to use them, how to gain the resources, and then how to complete the goals. There's a lot of really good, fun, puzzly action in this game, and it plays very quick, and it's quite enjoyable. Each of the realms is different from each other, so the goals that you're trying to complete on one realm aren't the same as the other one. And so that translates well with the dice rolls. So if you roll a 5 and a 2, perhaps you need the 5 on one realm and you need the 2 on another realm. And so it gives you some good ways to use the dice and even ways to mitigate them with some of the resources you earn. So all in all, the gameplay is quite fun. Like I said, it plays really quick. If you're playing the normal mode, you're going to play 3 sets of the 3 realms. So you'll be playing 9 different realms out of the 11 total. And that could take upwards of about a half hour or so. If you're playing the campaign, that is going to take a lot less time. So the way the campaign works is it comes with a Rolling Realms Golf Solitaire mode. And in this, you have 18 different holes, which you can track on this sheet here. And in the 18 different holes in this booklet here, and there's also a stack of cards that explains them, it gives you the different holes and the realms you're using. You'll use the 3 realms, and it'll change the rules. Sometimes you only get 7 rolls. Sometimes you have to place the numbers orthogonally adjacent or something like that. Or sometimes you got to gain a certain amount of resources. There's all sorts of different scenario goals. So if you're not a fan of beat your own score, this one has a win or lose scenario. You do have to get a certain score, but it's a win or lose scenario. And like I said, there's 18 different scenarios in the whole campaign, and so you track yourself throughout the entire campaign and see how well you do against the par score for the course. And so it's a very good amount of gameplay in just that. All right, so that's going to lead on to the ease of solo play. So it's a very easy game to set up and play. We're talking just a minute. I mean, you should already know when you open the box whether you're going to play the normal mode or the scenario mode. Either way, it takes the same amount of time to set up. You grab the dice, you grab your stack of realm cards, you set up your round tracker and your resource card, and you're pretty much good to go. And then you just start rolling. And like I said, it could be anywhere from 10 to 30 minutes later and you're done with the play and you're ready to keep going or put it away. It's up to you, but the play is fast, it's quick, it's engaging, and it's very easy. The rule book is very small, and what's really good is on each of the cards, the rules for the particular realm is right there on the card. So you don't have to reference a rule book at any time unless you forget maybe some interactions with some of the resource abilities. But honestly, there aren't that many, and you learn them quick and you remember them. Every time I open the game now, I don't even have to look at the rule book anymore. I know everything there is to know because it's either on the cards or I've already memorized it. So it's very easy to pick up, very easy to retain, and easy to play. So I'm very happy with that. And so that's going to lead me on to number 5, the replay value. So in Rolling Realms, the base game, you get a total of 11 realms. And now they've released even more. So there are 9 promo packs that you can buy out there. I think if you are a champion member of Stonemaier, those promo packs cost somewhere around $3 a piece or something like that. And in them you get 6 different cards. Of course, it's the 6 different player colors. So it's one realm, 6 different cards. But they have all sorts of new realms, and they aren't Stonemaier games. So you have stuff like Micro Dojo, Arc Nova, Architects of the West Kingdom. I'm trying to think of some more, but there's quite a few, and even one that's for Rolling Realms itself. So Rolling Realms has its own realm inside its own game. It's kind of a meta experience there. But anyway, so there's a lot of replayability there. So again, if you play the normal mode, you're talking 9 cards out of 20 then. And so there's some very different combinations that can come up, and your gameplay is never going to be the same because of how you roll and what 3 cards are paired up against each other. Now, the solo campaign mode gives you a lot of reasons to play 18 times, and then to play it again and maybe beat your score last time. Of course, if you don't like beat your score, ignore that. But it gives you a lot of replayability in that alone. However, the solo mode does not include any of the promo cards, of course, because the promo cards came after the solo campaign had been made. So I'm kind of hoping that they're going to come out with a new one, maybe even just a print and play one where it includes a lot of the new promo packs, so that those of us who have been purchasing those will have something to use in the campaign mode. However, you can really just make your own. I mean, it's not that hard to come up with scenarios, just restrict the rules some way, shape, or form. Make it, 7 rounds, or make it every time you roll a 4, it does something. You can make all sorts of interesting things, and maybe I should just make a modifications video for it, and I probably will, because honestly, you can also take any of your games in your library and make up your own Rolling Realms cards. It's not hard. The cards are this big, and all you got to do is put a grid down of where you can put numbers and have them interact in some sort of way that reflects the game that you know and love. And I'm sure you can make a Dune Imperium one, a Blackout Hong Kong one, Cthulhu Death May Die. Somehow, some way you can make it work. And I highly recommend toying with that idea if that's your sort of thing. And I definitely enjoy adding to my games when I can. So all in all, there's quite a bit of variability, and that all depends on if you like roll and writes and the gameplay, repeated gameplay. We're rolling 2 dice, putting numbers, one number here and one number there, and maybe a little bit of combo action. If you like that puzzly feel, trying to make those goals and earn a lot of stars and all that stuff, then you're going to find a ton of replayability. If you don't, then you may not. But for $20, you can definitely get at least 18 plays out of it. That's just over $1 a play. And maybe more. Who knows? Well, that's going to lead to my final score. So I am going to give Rolling Realms a 9 out of 10. I do think there's room for improvement. I think part of that is due to the fact that I don't like all the realms, like Tapestry and Charterstone. Every time those realms come out, I just kind of cringe a little bit. I'm just like, I don't want to play those realms. I play them anyways, but I just don't enjoy them. So there's some realms I just don't enjoy more than others, and that's just out of the base box. And the promo ones I've enjoyed so far. Those have been good. But the ones that come in the base box, a couple of them I just don't enjoy. And so that brings it down a little bit. Again, there's a lot of components that I'm not going to use for solo play, so I'm kind of iffy on that. I don't want to fault Jamey, Stegmaier, and Stonemaier for that, because I understand the reason why they produced it that way, especially during the pandemic. So, with that being said, again, a 9 out of 10 is pretty good, especially for a small box game, and especially for a roll and write, and coming from me, who doesn't normally like roll and writes. I find this game engaging, fun, relaxing even, and I love the puzzle that it brings. So let me know in the comments what you think of this game. Have you played it? Do you enjoy it? What do you rate it? Do you think I'm crazy for rating it so high, or do you rate it a 10 out of 10? I'd like to know below. So please please comment below. And then like this video and subscribe to this channel if you like the content you see here. Other than that, I thank you very much for watching Tabletop for One, and have a great night.